whenever our binomial has a number other than 1 at the front, we need to factorize it out. So it needs to go into the form 1 plus x to the power of n. So any number at the front has to be factorized out. This first question, find the binomial expansion of 1 over 4 plus 3x squared up to and including x cubed. It is the same as 4 plus 3x to the power of negative 2. And we can see it's got a 4 at the front. So we need to factorize out that 4. So that will be 4, and it keeps the power of negative 2. So 4 to the power of negative 2 times, dividing through by 4 now, so 1 plus 3/4 x to the power of negative 2. So now we can do the expansion on this part, and we can just multiply it through by 4 to the power of negative 2, or 1/16 at the end. So the expansion is 1 plus nx, which is negative 2 times 3/4 x, plus n times n minus 1 over 2 x squared, plus n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 over 6 x cubed. So simplifying each of those terms, we've still got 1/16 on the outside, and then it's 1. Negative 2, negative times a positive is negative. 2 lots of 3/4 is 1.5, or 3 over 2. A negative times a negative is positive. And we've got, so the 2's cancel out. We've got 9/16 times 3, 27/16 x squared. A negative times a negative times a negative is negative. 2 times 3 over 6 cancels out. So we've got 3 cubed over 4 cubed times 4, which is 3 cubed over 4 squared. So 27/16 again, x cubed. Then we need to multiply through by the 16th. So expand this bracket. So a 16th times 1 is a 16th. 3 over 2 times the 16th will be 3 over 32. 27 over 16 times 1 over 16. 27 over 256. And again, that's x squared. And 27 over 256, x cubed. State the range for which it's valid. So it's valid when this part, when our x part, the modulus of it is less than 1. The modulus of 3/4 x is less than 1. So if we multiply both sides by 4 and divide both sides by 3, the modulus of x is less than 4/3. One for you to try. Give this one a go. So find the binomial expansion of the square root of 4 minus x. So that's the same as 4 minus x to the power of a half. It's got a 4 on the front, so let's factorize it out. So 4 to the power of a half times 1 minus 1/4 x to the power of a half. 4 to the power of a half is 2. And then we're just going to do this expansion. So 1 plus n times x plus n times n minus 1 over 2 x squared plus n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 over 6 x cubed. So simplifying those terms, we've got 2 times 1 minus an eighth x. And we've got minus, so a half times a half is a quarter, over 2 is an eighth, and then it's times a 16th. So an eighth times a 16th will be 1 over 128 x squared. And then we've got, I'll use the calculator, so it's a half times minus a half, half times minus a half, times minus 1.5 over 6 times minus a quarter to the power of 3. So we get negative 1 over 1024 x cubed. So multiplying through by 2, we get 2 minus a quarter x minus 1 over 64x squared minus 1 over 512 x cubed. And the range for which it's valid. So it's valid when the modulus of a quarter x is less than 1. So multiplying both sides by 4, the modulus of x is less than 4.